Ready to travel and explore more in 2024?
Want to maximize your travel credit card benefits or even figure out which travel credit card might be best for you?
Today, we're going to be sharing information on 3 different travel credit cards and how they can benefit any of your travel plans this coming year.
We're going to inform you on what benefits we can dig about each of these cards, how you can use these benefits, and even share details on which card we have and how we've used those benefits.
Absolutely. So, with that, let's get into it.
Here we go.
So, there are a lot of different travel credit cards out there, and it might really be hard to figure out which one's right for you.
With different costs of annual fees and what benefits you get for those fees, it can be overwhelming to think about which one might benefit you the most.
Yeah, definitely it is. So, we're going to break down 3 of the best travel credit cards named by NerdWallet, Forbes, and the Points Guy.
We'll break down these cards by a couple different categories, including how often you might travel and how much you can afford to spend on annual fees.
Yeah, well, we know annual fees can be steep
Mhm.
and everyone has a different budget. So we're going to go over the options and see which one fits best into your budget.
We'll also share which one we have, how we use some of those benefits, and
Mhm.
whether or not we think it's worth the annual fee.
Definitely will. And we're also going to cover travel credits, sign on bonuses, which could be really, really great, and all the extra perks you can get, including how you can get the most out of whichever card fits best into your budget.
Now, there are way more out there than the 3 cards we're going to talk about today. So, we put the link in our description to some of those resources we just mentioned, and it will give you all of the information on all of the travel credit cards out there.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to get into these cards, but before we do, just want to let you all know we're not sponsored by any of these cards.
Nope.
We just really love to travel. We love to get the most out of our travel credit cards. And for all y'all out there that travel too and could utilize one of these cards, we want you to get the best out of the benefits as well.
Absolutely. So, let's dive into the 3.
Let's do it.
The first travel credit card we're talking about has the lowest cost annual fee. And this one might be good for someone who travels maybe 1 to 3 times a year for like major events, a wedding, family reunion, or a travel they know they're going to plan. It's the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. It has an annual fee of $95, so
Okay.
it's the lowest of the 3 that we're talking about today. And it has a sign up bonus of earning 60,000 bonus points after you spend 4,000 on purchases in the first 3 months of your account opening.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And Chase is pretty transparent. So those points equal about $750. And if you think about it, if you just pay your normal monthly bills over the course of 3 months,
Yep.
you'll hit that $4,000 mark pretty quick.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how quick you hit that.
Yeah.
So if you can pay like your electric, your rent, like mortgage, whatever, like even just for 1 month,
Yep.
1 to 2 months, you'll hit that and then you'll get the bonus. Now, speaking of the $750 and Chase being pretty transparent, you do have to redeem it through their Chase Ultimate Rewards site,
Okay.
which is a site where you can book your travel through your airline, your hotel, rental cars, whatever. But if you do that, your benefits, your value is going to go much further.
Yeah, very cool. And again, hey, it's worth it just to save that little bit of money. And that $750 already pays for the card, what, almost 7 times over?
Well, yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
Pretty
So
cool.
now let's get into some of the core benefits. Now, with the travel credit, this card does have one of those, and it's a $50 annual statement towards Ultimate Rewards hotel booking. So again, through the Chase Ultimate Rewards site. But say you book a hotel under that site, it's $150. Well, you're going to get a $50 statement credit, and then your hotel's only $100.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, $50 is $50.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the purchase rewards are great too on this card because you can enjoy up to 5 times your reward points on travel purchases, again, through the Chase Ultimate Rewards site. So, driving people to use that for the value.
Yep.
You get 3 times when you use it on dining and then 2 times on all other travel purchases.
I've said it time and time again. I bet that's a really underutilized benefit.
Mhm.
Because again, a lot of times people just
Yeah.
don't want to take the time to go to the Chase Ultimate Rewards site
Yep.
and book through there. But my goodness, if you're going to earn 3 times the points for it, why not? It just seems kind of like
5 times.
or 5 times. It's worth
Yeah.
that extra step.
Not only that, but on top of it, they give another benefit of giving you 25% more value when you redeem those rewards on airfare, hotel, car rental, cruises through the Chase Ultimate Rewards site. So again, driving value through using that site. So if you travel a few times a year, you're not particular to any brand or any, way that you book
Yep.
your travel through Expedia or whatever, try the Chase Ultimate Rewards site if you have this card, because it sounds like you're going to get 5 times
Yep.
that points for your travel purchases. You're going to get 25% more value, and then you're going to get that annual statement credit.
Yep.
So there's 3 reasons why right there why you should book through that site.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Nothing else needs to be said on that point.
Exactly. They also have the flexible points that can be
Uh-huh.
transferred to 14 different travel partners. So,
Cool.
airlines, car
Yeah.
rentals, you can definitely use your points across those different partners.
Yeah.
And they are redeemed at $1.25.
Yep.
So you
That's really
definitely
good.
are getting more if you book through the Chase Ultimate Reward site. You can also count on trip cancellation and interruption insurance, auto
Mhm.
rental, collision waivers, and lost luggage insurance. You get additional perk programs that really benefit the traveler.
Yeah, very cool. And again, can't go wrong with all those little extra perks.
Exactly. Another benefit of this card is getting complimentary access to Dash Pass, which unlocks $0 delivery fees and other low fees on DoorDash. So if you're
Yeah.
traveling, you're not familiar with the area, or you're just really tired after a long day, maybe like I have work travel sometimes, and
Right.
honestly, Uber Eats and DoorDash are my friends sometimes there.
Right.
So this gives you free fees.
Well, and $120 a year it comes out to, again, that pays for that $95 annual fee right off the bat right there.
Exactly. So to answer the question, does this card pay for itself? Yes, it definitely can. Between the $50 travel credit, the monthly Dash Pass, and then some of these other value adds they give you through the Chase Ultimate
Yep.
Rewards site, this card definitely pays for the $95 annual fee if you
Yeah,
use it.
it definitely, and again, it's very budget friendly. And for the reward you get back, I mean, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I would suggest it.
So we have in the link below a link directly to this card so you can get more information or apply if you want. Again, we just want to talk about the travel credit cards that are out there and how you can really maximize these benefits and what you can get from them. So many
Yeah.
people have these cards and pay these fees and don't even understand half the benefits that you can get. So again, we're not financial advisors or anything like that. We
No,
just
not
want
at
to
all.
share with people these great cards that people are always
Absolutely.
talking about that you can get benefits from.
Yeah, and for $95 a year, that's pretty good benefits
Yeah.
you get out of this card.
If you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, let us know in the comments if you like it, if it
Mhm.
works for you. Or if you're looking to upgrade, let us know why. Comment
Yep.
below.
Absolutely. I'm excited to hear what y'all have to say if you have this card.
All right, let's get into the second card. The second card we're going to talk about is more mid-level cost on the annual fee. And this card may be good for someone who travels maybe 3 to 5 times a year,
Okay.
maybe takes family vacations or friendships, goes to conferences or Comic-Cons. This is the Capital One Venture X Rewards card. Now, this one has an annual fee of $395
Okay.
and a sign-up bonus of earning 75,000 miles after spending 4,000 on purchases in the first 3 months of the account opening. So that is definitely an increase from the previous
Yeah,
card that was
definitely.
60,000,
Right.
and you're spending the same amount in the first 3 months, 4,000.
And again, like you said, it's achievable if you're just paying your regular monthly
Yeah.
bills. If you could take them on that card, do it.
Pay the bills on the card and then turn around and immediately pay them, and
Yep.
then it's paid off. You get the miles, you get the points.
Absolutely.
And speaking of this card, just said miles. This is the only of the 3 cards that we're talking about that give you miles instead of points.
Right.
So that's very telling because they want to, I think, give you that value add of we're not just giving you points, we're giving you miles that you're
exactly.
going to be able to put towards a specific flight. Miles sometimes tend to go further than just credits.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. So another great perk of this card.
Yeah. So let's get into some of the core benefits of this card. So there is a travel credit on this card. It's much higher than the one we just talked about. This one is a $300 annual travel credit on bookings through the Capital One travel site. So again, booking through their preferred travel site that they have as their brand, you will get $300 annual saving credit. So again, book a hotel and a flight, whatever the case is you're booking anything over that $300, you're going to get that credit annually.
Yeah, that could be just one nice night somewhere if you want to get
Yeah,
away.
you don't even have to spend the $300. That's great. It's up to $300. So if you spend, $150, obviously try to maximize these benefits. Try to use that $300 in the year. But if you don't, you can use $150, $200. It's great that you don't have to use it like a one and done. You can use it through the year, and then they'll credit your statement.
And that brings your annual fee now down to $95.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, we're already starting to chip away at that fee, and you can see the value.
Yep, exactly. And now another tidbit about this benefit is this only card to provide the overall travel credit for your entire booking, not just the hotel. So again, remember, look at the specifics of the card.
Definitely.
Some travel credits are on hotel stays only. Some travel credits are on your entire trip, whether it's a flight or it's a hotel. Some even have specific credits for airline versus hotel or car rental. So make sure you look at the actual credit amount you're getting for what you're booking.
Yeah, that's why it's always important to just read the fine print.
Yes,
We have the links to
exactly.
all of these cards below.
Yep.
So if you're interested and you want to really dive into the real dimensions of what these benefits
Yeah,
are, feel free to
which
do it.
we would definitely think that you should.
Yeah,
We do
definitely.
it, and that's how we maximize,
Yeah, you
our
better believe
benefits.
it.
So. Now, another great thing about this Capital One Venture X Rewards card is it gives you 10,000 anniversary bonus miles. So now this is the only card on our list that offers miles just as an anniversary gift, just for renewing your card. Now, again, you got that $395 annual fee.
Right.
But now, other than, airline specific branded cards, like your Delta will give you a companion certificate that you have to use through Delta.
Right.
The Capital One card is giving you miles. So you don't have to be brand specific.
Well, which I think is great too.
Yeah.
Because again, like a lot of the verbiage on some of the cards are a companion ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of
It's
the
like
cards,
a BOGO, like a buy one get one.
yeah, right, a BOGO, and a lot of the brand specific cards will do that,
Yep.
like Delta and such. But that's great about here. It's basically they don't have it in the verbiage, but 10,000 points can get you a ticket. Pretty significant
10,000
trip.
miles can get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've flown to New York City on 10,000 miles, for each ticket.
Pretty much 10,000 miles gets you a free ticket to go somewhere once a year. So the 10,000 anniversary miles, it's really a great benefit too.
Absolutely. Now, another thing that's a great benefit is a $100 credit to either Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. So if you go and get one of those programs, they will credit your card. So you have to use your card to pay for the Global Entry or the TSA PreCheck. But then once they see that charge on your card, they'll credit you $100 back.
Yeah, and I can tell you one thing, I didn't realize the value of TSA PreCheck.
Yes.
I was always one of the people that were just kind of standing in a line watching me go through TSA PreCheck. And then he mentioned it to me at one point, like, hey, one of your cards has that credit. You should go do it. And it's been life-changing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if your card has it, use that benefit.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
if it's not one of these 3 cards, there are so many different cards that have that as a benefit.
Yeah.
So use that card benefit if you have it.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, purchase rewards are also something you get with this card, and you get 2 miles for every dollar on everyday purchases.
Okay.
5 miles for $1 on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 10 miles per dollar on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel site. So again, leveraging that Capital One Travel site is going to give you more miles for every dollar you spend.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, take advantage of every dollar you can get, or, every credit, every mile, whatever, every reward, whatever you can get, go ahead and just make that little extra effort. It's worth it.
Now, another great benefit that this card offers that the last one that we talked about didn't is Priority Pass and Plaza Premium Airport Lounge access. Now, these are programs that give you access to things like Delta Sky Lounge, United Access Club, all of the premier airline lounges across airports internationally. Now, they do also offer Capital One Lounge access, but to note that the Capital One lounges are very limited.
Yeah.
I think even as of the making of this video, we looked, and the only one that they had open so far was in Dallas Fort Worth Airport.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't know if they haven't opened any other ones, but they're trying to, I think, open more. We've seen commercials about them, but it gets you the Priority Pass, which gets you into Centurion Lounge, all of the lounges. It's a great program. And when you're there for a flight early, get to the lounge, do some work, have a snack, utilize that benefit.
Absolutely, and especially with air travel nowadays, cancellations, delays.
Exactly.
It's much better. I have to say, I've gotten used to lounge life. And I wasn't before.
I like lounge life.
Yeah, so, I finally started getting used to it. It really is a life changer again. When you have that delay or something happens, it's much more comfortable sitting there snacking.
Now, a cool benefit as well that ties into that is your authorized users on your card get their own Priority Pass Select membership. Now, not all cards have that. So if you have an authorized user on your credit card, they get the lounge access as well. So you don't have to be with them traveling for them to access the lounge. Nice perk.
Yeah, that really is pretty cool too. You don't have to pay that extra fee.
Exactly. Now, another overlooked benefit is the Hertz President's Circle. This gives you the ability to walk up to any car that's in the President's Circle and choose it. It gives you the ability for an online check-in, a quick checkout. They have their own line. Honestly, I think people sometimes really brush off the car rental perks and benefits that you get with these cards. But honestly, the couple times we've had to rent cars recently, having this benefit on another card we have that we're going to talk about next, it's been a lifesaver.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I mean, we one time had friends in town, and they had children, and we were able to get this huge SUV for the price of what it would cost for pretty much like a little compact car.
Yeah.
So pretty cool perk to have.
Yep, definitely do not sleep on the Hertz President Circle if it's part of your credit card benefit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, there's another credit that they give you with this card. I mean, the benefits with this card are just on and
Yeah,
on
they
and
do
on.
have some great
There's
benefits.
a Premier Hotel Collection booking extra. So this means if you book at a participating hotel in the Premier Collection through their Capital One travel site, you will receive an experience credit of up to $100 per stay that can be used for eligible purchases such as dining or spa treatment. And you get a daily breakfast for 2 and other perks like late checkout, early check-in, and room upgrades when available. So this card gives you yet another credit towards a hotel experience.
And you can't, let me tell you, when you've been traveling all day, or you've had a long night, your last night on a vacation, that early check-in is a blessing, and that late checkout is also a blessing too.
I mean, and you get $100 spa treatment.
Exactly,
I mean, like you said, after a long day, want a massage, you need a facial or whatever, pedicure, spa. I mean,
check in early, go get a spa treatment, and then take a nap and go out. Enjoy the night.
This card also has no foreign transaction fees like the other ones. And this also has great protection programs like travel and purchase protection. And even when we dug into the benefits of this card, this one has a cool one called the cell phone protection benefit. So if you pay your cell phone bill with this card, your phone's actually protected. So if it gets lost, stolen, or damaged, it's protected by your card. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, they said they covered up to $800, 2 claims per year. Read the fine print on your card. And after I did some digging and saw that they had this perk, I looked at some of the cards we currently have as well, including the next one, and I was like, oh my goodness. This is a perk they offer. Saves me from having to pay Apple Care that $10 every month.
So again, to answer the question, does this card pay for itself? Yes. I mean, between the $300 travel credit, the $100 credit for global entry or TSA, but lots of other bonuses. I mean, the $300 travel credit and the $100 for global entry or TSA pre-check automatically cover the $395 fee. But then every other benefit that we listed, the 10,000 bonus miles, the extra $100 experience credit, the Hertz President Circle, the lounge pass, those are so valuable. And I honestly don't think people understand how valuable those benefits are.
No, they really, really are. And again, I think it's funny, but I keep going back to it. Just when you're traveling, that TSA pre-check, lounge access,
those things really
does change.
And again, honestly, even if you're taking, again, 2 trips a year, you're like, okay, maybe I go on 2 trips a year. Maybe you're like me, you're like, okay, I know I'm going to go on a couple personal trips. I know I'm going to have some work trips. I'm probably going to travel at least once a month. You should utilize these benefits because they really do make a difference.
And again, it's at all different price points, all different budgets. So the perks that you're getting are definitely worth it, especially if you travel out. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars every year to have lounge access, check-in earlys and stuff like that. So again, read the fine print, really utilize it. I don't say this being funny, but sometimes these companies count on us not really using all of our benefits. It's kind of like use it or lose it. But you know, again, dig in, really get the most out of it.
Exactly. So if you have the Capital One Venture X Reward card, let us know in the comments. Let us know if you think these benefits are worth the annual fee, and let us know your feedback if you want to upgrade from this card to another one.
Definitely. Definitely interested to hear what y'all have to say. If you have this card, let us know.
And if you're liking this video so far, please leave a comment, subscribe, or like and share, because that really helps our channel grow.
It definitely does. It just takes a little move of a muscle there. So with that being said, let's move on to our third and one of the cards we personally use for a lot of our travel.
The third card is the highest of the annual fees and one of the highest on the market. But if you're likely to travel more than 5 times a year, if you're an avid traveler, maybe you take some personal and work trips, or you travel a lot for work, you will benefit from this card. And of the 3, this is our preferred one and the one that we use.
Definitely.
It's the American Express Platinum. It has an annual fee of $695 and a sign-on bonus of earning 80,000 membership reward points after you spend $8,000 on purchases on your new card within the first 6 months of card membership. Well, it is double what you have to spend on the other 2 cards we talked about, but they give you half the year to do it. Double the time.
The other ones are $4,000 in 3 months. This is $8,000 in 6 months. So it's equivalent.
Absolutely. So
again, and if we go back to just paying your every monthly bill with it, that's going to add up pretty quick.
In 6 months, are you listen, that's one thing I will admit, like when we saw the sign-on bonus, I was like, oh gosh, can we do that? But to your point, again, Just pay your normal bills with it and then pay it right off,
Yep.
and you will get those bonus points in no time. And then you'll be able to use those bonus points on everything
Yep.
from paying for your purchases on the card to putting them towards travel.
Yeah, well, I know personally friends of ours who got in the card, and within 6 months they have over 100,000 points.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it adds up very quickly with this card if you utilize all the benefits correctly.
Yep. All right, now let's get into the core benefits of this card because we use these benefits all year long.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk about the travel credits. First, the hotel credit. You get up to $200 back in your statement each year on select prepaid hotel bookings through American Express travel website. So, like the other cards, you go through American Express's website, the travel website of the branded card. You book your travel through there, and then you'll get a statement on your card. So your hotel room is $200. Boom, taken care of.
That's good. $200 right off of that $695 fee immediately.
Yep, exactly.
Pretty cool.
But you also get an airline credit with this card. So if you select one qualifying airline like Delta, Southwest, probably you should pick whoever you travel on most if you have a preferred. Then you can receive up to $200 in a statement credit for the year in incidental fees, such as check bags or in-flight refreshments. So if you're on the plane and you want that glass of wine or you want that snack box, hand them your American Express Platinum. It'll get charged to your card, and then you'll see that charge paid for by American Express up to $200 a year.
That's pretty cool.
So out of the gate, you're getting $400 in travel credits.
Yep, exactly. Read those benefits and utilize each and every one of them.
Yep. Now, the purchase rewards are also very comparable to the other cards we've talked about. You earn 5-time membership reward points for flights booked directly with airlines or with American Express Travel. So now, again, book directly with the airline. So if you use this card and you book directly with Delta.com or Southwest.com, you will get 5 times the membership reward points for this purchase. You don't have to go through the American Express travel site. Now, you can't book through Expedia or Booking.com. They're saying you have to do it directly through the airline or their site. But still, that's another perk because the other two cards we mentioned, to get those 5 times or the larger reward points,
go through those sites.
You have to go through that site.
Yeah, and that's really great too. And again, a lot of times too, a lot of people don't realize just booking directly through the carrier, you'll even get a better ticket price than you would on any of the third-party sites like Expedia and them anyway. So
yep, exactly. Now, this card also comes with the lounge access. So you get access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection, which has 1,400 airport lounges and over 500 across the world. So 1,400 in the US, 500 internationally. You also get into the Priority Pass Select Club, which gives you access to some of those lounges we talked about earlier.
Absolutely.
Or the Delta Sky Club or the Centurion Lounge. So this Global Lounge Access program is one of the most robust by far on all the cards we've talked about.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely sounds like, I mean, you get access to all the lounges. And I know from us personally using it, it's definitely nice. I don't think there's been one airport we've ever been to where we didn't have access to a lounge.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, we do prefer to fly Delta, so we go to the Delta Sky Club. But again, you're getting access to the club, which usually has some kind of free food, some kind of free drink. I mean, the Delta Sky Club, you can get free alcohol of certain kinds. They have, some of them have really great food buffets. You can grab a sandwich before you get on a flight. Like, honestly, if you're an avid traveler or you just know you have to go on a few trips a year, get that lounge access because it pays for itself.
Like I said, lounge life, man.
Lounge
it's
life.
great. And they're starting to get more and more popular. People are really starting to see, the more we've traveled, we've seen the lounges.
Oh my God, they have to
really
open
pick up
more and more lounges.
Yeah, so again, it's starting to become another perk people are starting to really utilize. So
and you know, some of the more brand specific cards like the Delta Amexes, they're starting to limit the number of times that one can go to a lounge. Now, what I've read is with this beauty, you're not going to get limited access,
which is nice.
So you're going to get unlimited access to, again, all of the American Express Global Lounge Collection.
Can't go wrong. And if you're traveling for business and stuff, it just pays to know that you can go to the lounge on any trip. You don't have to worry about utilizing it for this trip, that trip. Should I use it now? Just you can utilize it whenever you're in that airport.
Now, another great perk of this card, because again, the list just keeps going as it should for $695. But now other cards offer you credit for either global entry or TSA PreCheck. This card gives you credit for both TSA PreCheck and Clear. Now, Clear is showing up in a lot more airports. They give you $85 for TSA pre-check,
Mhm.
which is the cost. And it's $85 for 5 years.
5 years,
So
can't
you
go
do it
wrong.
once and you have this for 5
Yeah,
years. Can't
exactly.
go
Yeah.
wrong.
How can you go wrong with that?
And then Clear for 189. This gives you the ability, Clear and pre-check. I don't know. Comment if you have either of these.
Right.
Comment if you have both,
Yep.
because I've definitely noticed that going through security with both Clear and TSA pre-check, no matter how busy the airport is,
Yeah.
I've never taken more than 5 minutes to go
Yeah,
through
no, and they're
security.
actually continuing with the technology. I just saw a story the other day that they're going to be rolling out a pilot program at an airport where it's going to be, if you have TSA pre-check, you're literally going to be able to go through and security scan yourself.
Scan yourself. I
Yeah,
saw that
so
at
it's
Las
again,
Vegas International.
yeah,
right?
I believe Las Vegas is where they're going to
Yeah.
roll it out in the
It's
one
crazy.
airport. So again, it's just pretty cool that they're moving forward with such technology. So again,
Yeah.
5 years, $89 or
Yeah.
$189 for Clear. Definitely take advantage of that. We took advantage of both of them.
Yep.
And getting through the airports on as much travel as we do has been streamlined
Yep.
so nicely.
Yep. Now, additional perks on this card continue. We've got $200 in Uber cash, 15 every month,
Yep.
and then they give you 20 in December. So you can use this for rides or food, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Goes right into your Uber account every month. Seamless. You also get up to $240 in entertainment credit. So you can get up to $20 a month on your statement if you pay for things like Disney Plus, Amazon Audible, Hulu, Peacock, Sirius XM, and the New York Times. Any of those things you pay for with this card, you automatically get up to $20 credited back to your statement every month. Again, if you're traveling, if you want to watch your shows on the go, listen to your podcast, listen to the books, you've got credit to do that.
Absolutely.
This is the ultimate travel card, honestly.
And even if you just have that account for when you're traveling to watch stuff on your laptop, your tablet, and stuff like that, it's definitely worth it.
Well, a great thing about some of these credits, like the Uber one, once it goes into your Uber account, you can let it bank up. So if you know you have a trip coming up and you want to have some Uber credits in your account, you don't have to, it's not a use it or lose it. Those stack up every month. At the end of the year, you could be sitting with that $200 of Uber cash in your bank. So
Well, we've done it before.
Those benefits.
Well, we've said, you want to just order something, and we thought, with fees and stuff, maybe not. And you've looked and been like, oh goodness, I didn't even realize I had like $70 in my Uber account. So again, it adds up and stacks up if you don't use it all the time.
And then another benefit they give you is the Walmart Plus monthly membership. And this is $155 a year value. So again, if you sign up for that Walmart Plus monthly membership and you put it on this card, you'll see that $12.95 statement back on your card. And this is a program where you can either get groceries or everyday goods delivered from Walmart, or you can have it ready to pick up at your local store.
Yeah, exactly. Again, just another nice little perk. And again, saves you $155 a year. So again, just the benefits we've mentioned so far literally have paid for that annual fee. So again, go through all the fine print. Again, we've attached all the links to these cards below so you can really dive in and see it. But again, a lot of these card companies, count on us not utilizing these benefits. So
we use every benefit on this card. We have to.
It really pays off too.
Yeah. Again, more benefits. You get Marriott and Hilton Gold status. That helps when you're checking in, when you want to upgrade. Again, early check-in, late checkout, gives you automatic status on both of those.
Absolutely.
Like we mentioned with the previous card, you get the Hertz President's Circle. We have used this. We have walked up and been like, we need this big SUV because we have visitors in town, or we need this kind of car because we're driving in Seattle. Like, it's so easy. And the program is just, again, slept on. Do not sleep on this program.
And we found out about it again. I didn't even find out about it through the literature of having the card. It was through like a third party. We were just talking about it, and they were like, oh, do you know you can get into the President's Club if you have a platinum? And we're like, what? And we looked into it and we're like, oh my God, that it paid for itself within the first 2 times we had to rent a vehicle.
So again, don't sleep on either of those benefits. And then more benefits, baggage insurance. So obviously, like, we know things can happen with your baggage. Airlines can lose it. They can get damaged. But this card gives you up to $2,000 for checked bags and a combined maximum of $3,000 for checked bag and carry-on. So your stuff is protected with this card.
Yeah, definitely. And again, another one of the perks we talked about on the last card was the cell phone insurance. If you pay your cell phone bill with your American Express Platinum, they'll cover your phone. I believe it's 2 claims per year, up to $800. So once again, you don't have to pay that $10 monthly fee for Apple Care or whatever fee you may be paying for whatever carrier you have. to protect your device.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool too. Don't forget that. That saves you a little bit of money right there.
So overall question, does this card and the $6.95 annual fee pay for itself? And let us tell you from personal experience, yes, it does.
Definitely.
I mean, $400 in travel credits, $275 for clear and TSA pre-check, $200 in Uber cash, $240 in entertainment credit, $155 in Walmart membership. That's $1,270 in benefits, plus more if you double what you pay. I mean, it's double what you pay for your annual fee. Like the value of this card, if you are an avid traveler and you travel multiple times a year, you are going to get benefits from this card.
I 100% agree. We're very good with being frugal when it comes to our expenses and what cards we use, and we really invest our money in the points programs, and we definitely get a bang for our buck with this American Express. Overall, probably top, and our personal use, top 3 credit cards that we use for traveling.
So, and again, we're just giving information based on our experience and how we've used our benefits. But let us tell you, we've booked countless hotels with this card. We always get our statement credits. Every time that we're on a flight where I'm not in a section that you get, something like snacks or drinks included, I'm using my card to pay for those incidentals. And let me tell you right now, drink here, drink there, I see the credit on the statement. You're always getting it and never have to call. I'm telling you, this card is worth it. We highly recommend this
Definitely
card.
A winner all the way around.
Let us know if you have the American Express Platinum. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you think the annual fee might be too high, or let us know if you think it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. We're interested to hear what you have to say. That's why we put all the links down here so you can check it out yourself and comment on it.
All the links to all the cards that we talked about today are below, as are the articles from NerdWallet, Points Guy, and Forbes that talk about these 3 cards as well as others, because there are so many out there. But don't let it be overwhelming, and we hope that this video was informative and helpful for you to think about these decisions.
Yeah, exactly. It's just for no matter what level of travel you're at, 1 time a year, 12 times a year. There's something
local,
for everyone.
International, doesn't matter.
Take your time, read through all the information we have, go to the NerdWallet, the Forbes, the Points Guy, and really take it all in and just go card by card and see what fits into your budget and what fits in best for your traveling.
We just want to share how to maximize your benefits, because it wasn't until a few years ago that we realized we're paying these annual fees and we really weren't using the benefits as much as we could. So since we've maximized these benefits, we've gotten a lot more out of our card and the value from it. So
absolutely. Not financial advisors, just regular people trying to give other regular folks like you out there some money saving tips on how to get the most out of these cards.
So if you guys like this video, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, share it. It really helps our channel grow, and we hope that you come back for more content.
Hopefully you found some value in this, and we appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this and hear what we had to say.
All right, cheers to 2024.
Cheers to 2024.
Happy travels.